Start by condemning in its totality the conduct of the elections yesterday and outrightly call for the total cancellation of the election because that was not an election. It is shameful that the unhealthy INEC refused to realize, ameliorate, or palliate the problems they created in the last presidential and governorship elections. Yesterday, in 5 local governments of the Central Senatorial District in Kogi State, there was no election in any. Surprisingly, accreditation was done manually. The beavers was not used. Prepared result sheets manifested even before accreditation took place. The evidence is all over the media. So INEC, as a matter of urgency, must cancel the election. Many areas where I won, after counting, my agents were told that there are no available result sheets to enter the results. And we have evidence to back up this assertion. As I speak to you, it is shameful that this is what our democracy have descended to. INEC have manifested more than ever before that they cannot be trusted, they are biased, they are compromised, and they cannot be a neutral umpire. INEC officials, youth corps members were caught yesterday with prepared result sheets even before the commencement of the processes leading to the election. A youth corps member was caught yesterday with 1 million naira in his bag. Complete 1 million naira with a prepared results already. There was deliberate suppression of my votes in Lokoja and Kogi local government. This was deliberately done by Yaya Bello and the APC to make sure that even in their orchestrated arrangements, I don't come second, because they do believe that there will be a second ballot. And they believe that if there's a second ballot, I have tremendous influence and support in the central, and I can build an inroad in the east. So they will prefer any other person to come second who will find it difficult to have support in the central and in the west. So with these various malpractices that have bedeviled this election, I call for the total cancellation of this election. I call for a total repentance from INEC, where we will now conduct a credible poll. I am not perturbed, I am not worried, I am not disturbed. To the glory of God, I am okay. But it is just pathetic, and I sympathize with the people of Kogi State. I sympathize with the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I weep for our country. I weep for generations yet unborn, that in the 21st century, you have an umpire, you have an INEC that is biased. You will be shocked, as I am, that after all the promises by Mahmoud Yakubu, that Mahmoud Yakubu cannot wash his hands out of this calamity. There is no way Yaya Bello and the APC will have access to sensitive INEC documents without the collaboration of the highest level in INEC. They had result sheets before the election. These result sheets are supposed to be in the CBN. They are sensitive material that should not be tampered with. So how did APC gain access to ballot papers? How did they gain access to original result sheets? It shows that we have no INEC, we have no umpire, we only have an institution that is hiding fraud, that is hiding corruption, and that is aiding rigging. And this particular rigging I have never seen in my life. I have seen digital rigging. I have seen snatching of ballot papers. I have seen writing of results. But this particular system of rigging in Kogi State election yesterday is legendary. It is scientific. It is well planned, well orchestrated, but poorly implemented. The implementation is myopic, is porous, is parochial. It displays intellectual stagnancy because their life expired before even it was pronounced. I call on the security agencies who apparently did very well yesterday. I applaud the security agencies for maintaining peace, though the strategy of APC in Kogi election was not violent, because they found out that that may not aid their intended corruption. But I want to state unequivocally that the battle to salvage the people of Kogi State, to me, is a battle of no retreat, no surrender. And we have not heard the end of this yet, because I will fight this with the last blood in my vein. We will fight it to the latter. The people's mandate must be realized, and we will not allow Yaya Bello to have a third term. It is not possible. Yaya Bello cannot have a third time through a proxy. The people's mandate, the people's wish in this state must be fulfilled. This is not the wish of the people, and I say that we will not allow this to stand. We will wait to see what INEC will do. We will wait to see what INEC and what the reaction of INEC will be. But if they do not carry out ameliorations, we as citizens of this country, within the confines of the law, we will prove that power truly belongs to the people. This is not the end of it. I thank you, Kogites. I thank you, those who came out to vote for me yesterday. But I will try to defend your votes. We will make sure that this satanic manifestation is not allowed to stand. That's my situation room just released. You will see that in 3 local governments, there was overvoting of 174,000. In 3 local governments, overvoting of 174,000 in 3 local governments. You find out that from INEC portal, this is the accreditation, this is the number. But going to the result sheet, there is overvoting. And in 3 local governments, we computed overvoting in the central of 174,000 in 3 local governments. This is wicked, this is nefarious, this is barbaric, and it's unacceptable. INEC is the bane of our development as a nation. And this is the time for Nigerians to rise and make sure that for the first time, we will, through legitimate process, change the leadership of INEC and then restructure INEC.
Sir?